Derek, sum up your emotions after that?
I think it was just important after the other night that we found a way to win. The response for the players was everything that wasn't there the other night. We spoke about how disappointed it was the other night when we went behind and the lack of response from us and the lack of belief to get back in the game, and I actually thought today, it was a case where I actually thought it was our best spell in the game. I thought we started the second half well and Dunfermline score, which can happen, and whether it's a foul in Burke in halfway line or not, so we still had to do it the hard way, but the response was everything that wasn't there the other night, and that pleases me no end because we feel as though we've generated a good spirit, we've got a good set of lads here and they work extremely hard for everybody, for each other. But a real spirit comes when you're losing games and you drag yourselves back into it, and that was missing the other night. So the fact that we've managed to come out on top after going behind second half pleases me no end. It needs big moments, it needs players to take their opportunities, and we passed up more than a couple today. But it was easy for the players to think it wasn't going to be their day and feel sorry for themselves, but we dragged ourselves back into it, scored a very good goal for Kyle, it gets us moving again, and his finish, he's had big moments in his career and he shows his quality, but also the confidence and audacity to take it on. It was a fantastic finish, and you've got to applaud that sort of technical ability. So we spoke about the importance of winning a day for loads of reasons, and I think the way the game finished, people will remember that, and it's important that we take that belief and confidence into the next one.
Yeah, you mentioned it there, but when there was the Olsen miss and then Dunfermline go and score minutes later, as you said, it would have been easy to think it wasn't going to be our day, but the players did show fight.
Yeah, and listen, I've not had one problem with the players' effort since we've been here. I think they've been really willing, really committed, and I've been delighted on that sense. What we do need to show is more belief, more confidence in ourselves. I certainly think we need to show more personality at times and go and grab games, and I think we've got to deal with tough times in a game. Like today was a tough time at 1-0 and the response was exactly what I wanted. Nobody had, they kept taking the ball, they kept believing, and it was in contrast to going behind the other night when the game just unravelled for us and the game finished awfully for us as a club. So I think today was, if that's a sign of things to come, if we lose the first goal in any game between now and the end of the season, we know that as a reference point we can get back into it. So delighted for the players, they kept going, they worked hard, they stuck together. I think it's wrong to single out too many, but I think as a team it was a very good performance. Some players who haven't been playing a lot have come in, having not played the last few games, and I thought their performance and their fitness levels was a credit to them as well. So it's been a good afternoon's work for us. It's important we get the 3 points and responded properly, but we've still got to show more of ourselves. I still think there's more improvements in us. I think we need to be calmer in possession, more clinical. We'll work in the final bit and stop gifting opportunities as we've done in the last couple of games. So, but it's all about winning, particularly at this stage of the season, and the win was everything today. And
big penalty save as well from Zach. I mean, you rightly mentioned Kyle's contribution at that end, but also a big contribution.
Yeah, and it's only right that it is mentioned. So I think the fact that Zach felt responsible for the goal we lose at Arbroath, and but Zach in the main has been very good for us as a club this season, and today was another moment where he stood up and makes the big saves. And normally teams that are successful, you need your number 1 and your number 9 to be, they can make a difference between making no points 1 point and 1 point 3 points, and both of them played their part today. So delighted for Zach to make that save. Not surprised in the slightest, because he has been a very capable goalkeeper for us over the course of the season. We should have had a penalty ourselves while we're on it. The handball, the referee, I think if he sees it how I've seen it since on video, the boy's arms out, he's lost control, he's off the ground and his arms out to the side. It's a penalty kick every day of the week. So we've not had all the decisions go our way today. But again, we've came through it, and those big moments from Lafferty were enough to win us it.
Though there were some knocks today, I'm maybe slightly more hopeful that there could be some more players coming back next week.
Yeah, we've still got a few out. Obviously we still want to try and show more of ourselves in the forward areas, and and unfortunately for me, when we came in, we lost Scott Robinson after the first game at Queen's when he did really well, and we lost Callum Henry back to St Johnstone, so we've had to deal with that. But Robinson might be back next week, hopefully, if he's a good week. I think Declan Glass might be back next week. Hopefully he'll train early part of the week, which would be great to get him involved. Unfortunately for us, Ash Taylor's going to be out for a few weeks. He's got a scan in his hamstring. He's got a slight tear there, so we're going to have to deal without him for the next wee while. But I think we've got a strong squad, and a squad that should take confidence from today, and whoever's selected next week, we go out with that. Remember how the game finished today and take it on into that, and hopefully get another 3 points.